Hey, man. Awesome hitting that break last night, by the way.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it yet, Brian. The video got lost in all the food pics and grandkid posts. There's just too much stuff on Facebook. I don't want to buy protein shakes for my cousin's kid or watch a cat playing piano. Facebook wasn't made for collecting, that's for sure.
Well, Chris, now there's a better way to break.
Well, spit it out. What does that mean?
There's a new platform designed specifically for breaking, created by the pros at Real Sports Cards. It's called Uncommon. When you use Uncommon, you won't see any of the Facebook clutter. You can tune in to a current break in progress, see what's dropping next, browse your favorite card categories, and easily find what you're looking for.
That looks easy as pie. How do I join a break?
You simply click, and your spot is on hold. No more constantly refreshing and commenting to claim teams. Then it safely and securely charges your account. A notification will tell you when the break is about to start, and a live chat lets you cheer each other on.
Well, this is a walk in the park compared to Facebook.
Yep, sure is.
Can I start now?
Absolutely. Visit uncommonapp.com today for a better way to break.
Where has this been all these years? I think I might delete my Facebook now.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Titus here with Real Breaks, ready to kick off a very special Bowman draft mixer. I got a very special guest with us, Jase Bowen from the Pittsburgh Pirates. So Jase has just recently signed for 2023 Bowman, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen pictures of it on social media. But Jase, go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm going to grab a box here and get ripping. I think we'll go oldest to newest. So we'll start off with 2018 draft and kind of work our way up to 2022. Let's do this.
Yeah, sounds
so
good. What's up, guys?
Questions.
Yeah, this is Jase Bowen with the Pirates. I'm an outfielder. Got drafted in 2019 and super excited to be here and talk to you guys and, hopefully you can pull some fire.
I always do.
Perfect. Let's see it.
So, yeah, go ahead and fire away with those questions, guys. Jase, you're just telling me that you ripped some boxes of Series 1 recently. Is that right?
I did. Yeah, I did this morning or this afternoon after practice. I think my best card I pulled was probably a Gunnar Henderson blue border rookie card. It's cool. I played against him for like 2 years, so cool to see him having success and wishing him the best.
Oh, BJ, I'm not hit or miss. Come on. I always hit. But, yeah, I think Gunnar was also a 2019 draft pick, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I played against him in advance growing up, and in rookie ball, I played against him, Adley Rushman, Bowen Grissom, Michael Harris, all those guys with rookie cards during this top Series 1. So it was cool to see that, and they were studs back then, and they're still killing it. So hopefully soon I can get up there with them and reunite and talk on the base pass and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get that first Bowman this year, and hopefully the rookie card's not too far down the line.
Yeah, hopefully, it's cool. Hey, Jason.
There's Brennan Davis first.
For outfielders, it's just getting their feet moving. I guess it's a good question to have. I would say to have them start in front of you and have them like prep step, which is like a little jump to get their their feet moving. When the pitch goes through the zone and point each way. So like 90 degrees or 45 degrees each way. And, just throw a little fly ball, have them go run it down. And for outfield, it's all repetition. So the more repetition you can do, the better they are. And always tell them, remember, to keep the ball low on throws and you'll be okay. Team I grew up following was a Red Sox. I was a huge Red Sox fan, so.
So not what you want to see when you're opening a 2018 product as a redemption come out. But Grayson Rodriguez there, which is a pretty good one of the top prospects in all of baseball. Unfortunately expired, but you never know. Redeem that, and you might still get something on your doorstep. Orioles going to Mike is my spirit animal. But go ahead and keep going, Jase.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, no
Don't
problem,
mind
BJ.
me.
Mike, I'm not sure where I'm going. We have about a month of spring training left. I just got here 2 days ago, so this is practice day 2, and everybody else shows up March 5th, I believe. So we'll be going. We'll get it going here pretty soon.
Yeah, and guys, let me know if audio needs to be adjusted either way. If I need to be louder, if Jase needs to be louder, yeah, just let me know and I can make adjustments.
Absolutely. Australia was super, super cool. Different experience for sure. I lived with a really good group of guys. My best friend Sam Ciani was one of my roommates, and we had a blast. I mean, the hardest part was driving on the other side of the road. You're always using your blinker and your turn signal, getting them mixed up. So that was the hardest part. But food was excellent. Everything was really cheap. So it was cool. There, I didn't see any sports cards in stores though, so there's definitely different over there. But
yeah, there is one big sports card store down there. Cherry Collectibles is kind of the most well-known Australia
okay.
trading card company, but I'm not exactly sure where they are.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we got to
Black
travel all
Refractor
over.
Ashcrafts. The 75 going to the Pirates. Macy Rob McFerrin.
What was the name?
Braxton Ashcraft.
Perfect. He's one of my locker neighbors, so that's pretty cool to see.
I'm going to swap that into the mint.
Yeah, that's a good start. He's
All
been
right,
dealing with some injuries, but he's back this year.
How about most impressive teammate that you've gotten to play with? And then let's do most impressive player that you've played against, too.
Okay, yeah, for sure. My most impressive teammate would be Andy Rodriguez. The guy's a stud, man. Super good teammate, good dude, and he always hits. So it's a good guy to invest in my opinion. So he's a real deal. And then played against. I mean, this last year I got to play 6 innings against the Phillies in spring training, and it was their whole lineup. I love Bryce Harper, so when he was hitting, I was super nervous, but it was super cool to play against Bryce, and Schwarber hit a homer over my head, which was really cool. But yeah, that was awesome. But minor league wise, there's been some studs, man. I mean, probably Anthony Volpe, I would say, would probably be the best player I played against. Like he just killed us every time.
Yeah, we might get to see him this year. We'll see.
Yeah, he's had a really good start to spring, so rooting for him.
As a
MLB
Twins
player,
fan, I love this one.
Who was it?
Trevor Larnach, first Bowman auto.
Oh, cool. Most excited to meet in person. I mean, I think it'd be really cool to meet Mike Trout. That guy's, one of a kind. I mean, it would be cool to meet my 2 favorite players, but they're done playing. Dustin Pedroia and Derek Jeter. But that's Derek Jeter seems to be around. I haven't really heard much of Pedroia anymore, so that might be a little harder.
You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with some trading card connections. You might run into him someday.
Exactly. Yeah, I traded a signed baseball for a back auto relic of Pedroia to really get me back into like the collecting mode, which was cool, man. Like to own one of his autographs was cool to have, and to trade one of mine for it was even better. Pitch clock has not been too bad, honestly. I had it all last year. I didn't have any strikes called against me because I'm pretty aware of getting in the box. I do not want that to happen. I mean, baseball's hard enough. But it really sucks when you lead off from the outfield because you get to the box. You're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so tired right now. But yeah, that's about the only time. Or if like you fall off your foot and you're just like, dude, like I need some time to like, jog this off.
Get right back in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hoping you pull one of my roommate here. His name's Sam Ciani, so that'd That'd be really
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Yep. All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right, how about if I pull a Sammy Siani auto in here, we'll random off $100 break credits to everyone watching. Or everyone in the break.
I love it.
I got one on Facebook. How long did it take you to sign all of your Bowman first autos?
A while. I had my girlfriend, like just taking them off the table for me. I would sign them and she'd grab them and then, help the process move a little bit faster, which is awesome. Great help there. But I got them on the Tuesday after President's Day, and I did it at least 5 to 6 hours every day, and I shipped them out on Friday.
That's impressive. So no redemptions for Jase this year.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, that's not something I would want to do. I want to have and maintain as good a relationship as I possibly can with them, so I can continue to be in product. But yeah, so it was good. It was such a cool moment to see like the superfractor and the plates and all that kind of stuff. It's something like most guys can't stand doing, but I could sign those things all day, every day.
I've heard this question asked quite a few times. Were you nervous signing the 101s?
So nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. One of the printing plates, I didn't even finish my J because I was nervous of like picking up the pen. So, hopefully, that one can get back to me, so I don't have to worry about anybody being mad at me. But the superfractor, I was like, okay, take a deep breath. You got one chance at this. So.
Did you mess up any of the base autos?
If there was like a little like dimple on this like the surface or like a corner or something, I had made sure like add like a little inscription or something to like make it a little better.
I love it.
But yeah, so if there was any messes up, I made sure to add something to make sure like the person wouldn't be too mad at me.
I think Will Wilson actually hit a walk-off like yesterday. He's with the Giants now. 34/71 on the Speckle Refractor auto going to the Angels. Angels to Bangers Are Us. I love it. Love the username.
Derek's question here. My favorite parallel for this year's Bowman. I really like the look of the new green grass one, and I also really like the Atomic. Those two are really cool looking.
The pirate here, we got Triolo purple.
Yeah, see, how many inscriptions did I add? I made sure I inscribed every single out of 5 in the 101s with my favorite Bible verses. And then if the cards like out of 99, I did the 1, 2, 3, and 4 with my favorite Bible verses, and then number 32 was inscribed, and then 42 was inscribed with some of them as well. So that's how I did it. And then I did like a couple like 250 of 250. I put like eBay 1 of 1 on there, like something like that. Some the collectors would like. So
we got a pretty plate here. Let's go. Siani plate. All right, so we do something in our group. We have a 101 progressive jackpot. So basically every Bowman break we do, we'll add $50 to this jackpot pool. And it pays out as break credit. But we've had to get up to like $6,000-$7,000 before.
No way.
And so we pay out the full amount on a superfractor. On printing plates, we just pay out $100. But nevertheless, somebody's going to get $100 break credit here with this one. Logan Davidson on the plate, so non-auto, but gonna go to the A's for Carl Millam. That's kind of awesome, Carl. There you go. And I will get $100 break credit loaded into your account after we're done here. That's actually a pretty good one too. So I'll go ahead and swap that in.
BJ's question here. Are you gonna chase your cards? I am. I'm gonna try to get the rainbow. I will have something coming out on Twitter and Facebook. About the chase. I'm gonna be doing some bounties for my bigger cards to help me money wise, giving away like game use stuff and like some unopened hobby boxes and that kind of stuff, that way I can help get those, which is cool. Which would be awesome. It would be a good experience. I told Tops that I was chasing the rainbow, and they thought it was awesome. So it would be. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna be opening up some cards myself to try to get some. So it'll be cool.
Yeah, I was telling Jase we'll do everything we can to help him out with that. We'll open a couple cases here at Real Breaks.
Fantastic. What's the dumbest question you've been asked since you've been drafted? After games there'll be kids that think we're millionaires and billionaires and be like, "Hey, can I have your sunglasses off your hat, or can I have your jock strap or something like that?" And I'm like, "Guys, like, I can't get this stuff away. Like, a little inappropriate, and I need my sunglasses and I need my glove and all that kind of stuff." And there'll be times where like I'll be in a good mood and like I just hand out some batting gloves, or I always try to get away my broken bats if there's a kid in the stands or whatever. So just try to maintain as good a relationship with the fans as possible, because it's the backbone of our game. So
What's the coolest thing you've signed, and what's the weirdest thing that you've signed so far?
coolest, I signed a Michigan State mini football helmet, and it came out
Oof.
really cool looking, like a nice silver paint pen. It was really nice. And then
How about
weirdest.
some Adley Rutschman ink? Let's go. Number down at 250. Adley to the Orioles. So Grayson Rodriguez out of 2018 for the O's, and then Adley class of 2019 auto to follow. All right, I guess going back in the mitt. That is awesome.
Right, weirdest though, I would say I've signed a couple hands, which is weird, and a popcorn box was weird. But yeah, some of the just kind of just like when there's kids day, and they'll like literally whatever they can put their hands on, they'll ask you to sign. And I mean, the bottom of their shoes and that kind of stuff. So you hope the parents don't get too mad when you sign their hand.
Yeah. So someday when you're in the Hall of Fame, we're gonna see a random size 9 used tennis shoe posted on eBay.
Yeah.
Autographed.
Yeah. In the bottom of an Air Force One.
Yep. It's like Toy Story.
Yeah, no doubt.
Andy.
How do you feel about adults trying for autographs? No, dude, I think it's awesome. I mean, if people are trying to, pay to get into games and pay for the cards, I guess the least we can do to sign them. I mean, I think it's cool. It's something I did as a kid. Me and my buddy, we would go to our local AAA field and play Pluto Mud Hens. And I've met Aaron Judge and Lindor and Blake Snell doing that kind of stuff. So I think it's super cool. I think it's part of the pastime, and I think I personally hate that they're trying to put up nets and stuff. So I'm a guy that's always going to sign no matter what. Like, I don't care who you are. So if you ever see me, like, you have some cards, just ask me, dude. And I don't care who you are. 3 to 99.
I'm definitely so. One of my PCs is cards with Bible verse inscriptions. So definitely, if I'm not able to get my hands on a pack-full one, I'm gonna need to hit you up.
Oh, absolutely.
Add one to the collection.
Yeah, I love through the mail stuff too, because I love personally, like, I just buy stuff now to get packages in. So
yeah, mail days are the best. So we got some orange coming up here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was telling Titus I did a box break earlier, so I'm gonna be making a YouTube account. So be sure to tune into that when I release it. It's a little longer. I'm not as good as Titus's, but I made sure I said every single name on the base. So I should have just done this and skipped through into the cool stuff. But
well, this one is going to be tough to top. If you can top this on your channel, I think you'll get plenty of views. Tyler Soderstrom, orange refractor auto out of 25. Jeez.
Yeah,
Ace to
that's
Carl
nice.
Millam.
Yeah,
I think Ace would have just taken that mitt back. Jeez. So Davidson plates and Soderstrom orange ink going back in the mitts. Let's go, Carl. Okay, so we do have this little gong over here. I don't know if you can see this. Tragically, our mallet for it was stolen at the National, or I think Emil just lost it. He's our other breaker. But now we just throw these blank cards at it, and it works pretty good. But Orange Soderstrom auto out of 25 going to the A's for Carl Millam.
Let me see if I really love baseball. Andrew, I would say, let them have fun. That's the thing. When I was a kid, I didn't never worried about stats or how I hit the ball hard. I was literally worried about, having fun, playing with your buddies. It's the best memories you're ever gonna have, and I can say that for sure. I wish I could go back in time and relive them. So just always enjoy the game, work hard, and that's all you can say is just work hard and have fun, and it'll take you.
BJ, yeah, this is 2020 Bowman draft right now, so hopefully I can pull a nice Trent Palmer show off here.
Jase, are you worried about over signing to devalue your stuff? No, I mean, I personally don't care about my autograph being super expensive. I want everybody to be able to afford it, and I want everybody to be able to have one. So that's the way I look at it. I mean, I personally don't care to get paid a ton to sign stuff because money's not the issue. It's just, as a kid, I know I would have loved doing this, and I would have loved having my own baseball card. So that never really crossed my mind personally. So yeah, I'm really nice. Just sign everything.
Really nice auto here too. Nick York refractor auto. So we went from Soderstrom to Nick York as the first two autos here. Pretty crazy. Red Sox are going to Tony. I said Tony.
He's a good dude. Nick York is. We got to talk last year in high A.
So you came out of high school, right, and got drafted?
Right.
How was that experience going straight from high school to kind of traveling the country and playing in the minor leagues?
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool. I knew that when I got drafted in high school, that was my really probably only chance to get drafted because I was going to play football in college. So I decided baseball has been my favorite sport for my life. So and that's what I really wanted to do. And I'm super happy I decided to do it. Going to places that I knew I would never ever go unless I was playing baseball there. So yeah, it's been great, and I met some of my best friends doing it. So it's really cool.
Where were you gonna play football at?
Michigan State.
Jeez, and what position?
Wide receiver.
Oh, nice. I don't know if you saw it. Just today at the Topps conference, they announced that Tom Brady's gonna have autos in this year's Bowman draft in Expos uniform.
So awesome! I love Tom Brady. He's my favorite football player ever. So I'll try to buy that one.
Those are gonna be expensive. Those are gonna be real expensive.
Yeah.
But
yes, they are.
I'm excited for that. I think it'll be super cool. Some people don't like it. I'm like, okay, well, even if you don't like it, that just made all of the other teams cheaper in breaks for next year. So as long as you're not trying to buy the Nationals, your team just got a little bit cheaper.
Exactly. All right, let me see here. I know I missed a question.
So here's Trent Palmer. This is me and Emil's high school teammate. So Jase said that he actually got to face him at some point. Was that last year?
Last year, yep.
So he was having a really good season, and then he unfortunately had Tommy John surgery towards the end of the year. So rehabbing this year, unfortunately. But.
You never wish that on anybody. All right, let me see. What's your favorite item in your card/memorabilia collection? It's a good question. I really like the Pejoria I just got. I think that's awesome. I do have a Aaron Judge signed card that I got in person. It was like the 2014 Heritage Miners. Let me think. I have a Dusty Pejoria signed picture, which I love. And I'm a Steelers fan, so I bought a couple Deontay Johnson jerseys that I have yet to hang up. So that's something I still have to do. You're excited to play a Judge. If I got to play a Judge, that'd be awesome. Obviously, like I said, I have his autograph, so it'd be a cool story to tell.
Do you ever get stuff signed by like your teammates now?
Yeah, so that's something I started this year actually. One of my good buddies, his dad is actually Luis Gonzalez from the Diamondbacks. He was saying that Luis is a really good collection and that he started to dabble into it. So I was like, dude, you know what? Like, I know I would have loved if my dad played and gave me his old signed cards as teammates. So I was like, I'm gonna start doing that now for my kids and my future kids. I don't have any yet. Not anytime soon, but I decided that to start getting some of my best friends, and they're really cool about it. So they're not interested in cards, but like they have no problem signing them. So that it's a lot of fun to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. I haven't heard that before. Oh, this is actually really nice auto here. Ricky Tiedemann, number down at 499. His stuff has gone crazy. He's one of the top pitching prospects. All of baseball.
That kid's a stud, man. I actually that was my first hit of the season was off him this year.
Oh, there you go. That's probably the only one he gave up all year.
And then he struck me out, so he got me back.
Yeah. Hey, 500 is still good though.
Yeah,
Jay's going to DK Schneider.
Let's see. As a teacher and coach, I need to know what teacher or coach made the biggest impact on your life. It's another really good question. I would say my travel ball coach growing up, from like 8U to I think it was 13U. His name is Scott Leonard. His stepson is in the big leagues right now, and he really ignited my passion for baseball, and taught me a lot of things and how to work hard and that kind of stuff. So that was super, super cool. He's a super cool dude, and we actually still talk all the time. And his stepson just completed his rainbow of his Bowman first, so he's gonna help me with the process and put me into contact with some guys that help. So that was good. And my dad, I wouldn't count my dad as my coach since he's my father, but he was obviously a really big help. You got your first professional paycheck was the first thing you bought. This is going to be weird, but I couldn't tell you. Like, I am as cheap as can be when it comes to things. If I buy something, I really have to love it. And if I do buy things, it's usually not for me. I bought my brother this for Christmas, this really big Kobe Bryant painting that he was like guarding his younger self. So it was
that's awesome.
He loved it in his man cave now. So I bought him a couple autographed jerseys as well. But yeah, I try to invest and be smart as can be. So anybody games of the years I'd probably say I went to over 100 Mud Hens games in my life. My friend would try to go literally every series and see if we could get the other team's best prospects to sign something. And we were the ones that would go way before batting practice. We would stay after the game and all that stuff. So like, I loved it, and you're looking forward to play against them. I mean, not necessarily playing against them, but I'm really, really excited to play in that stadium and at home. Man, I think that would be so cool to have all my family and friends that I grew up with at a game in my hometown. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. If you could play alongside one Hall of Fame player, who would you choose? That's a good question too. Jeter's not in the Hall of Fame yet, right?
I think Jeter is now.
I would, if he is, I would pick Derek Jeter. And if he's not, I would pick David Ortiz.
Big Papi, go Twins.
Oh, I loved Big Papi growing up. Jase is a fan and collector. Thank you for showing your respect for the game by having a nice, legible autograph. That's something I've gotten a lot, and I'm really appreciative about that. Like, I remember having signed balls as kids, and I don't know who they are, or who is on them. So that's something I would want kids to know who signed their ball. And it takes maybe half a second longer to write your name legible. So I don't understand why people
Seriously.
don't do it. But
yeah, I mean, if you can sign all of your Bowman cards in like what did you say 3 days with that
Yeah.
autograph, there's no excuse for these guys. They got months.
absolutely, I love doing it. So I want it to look good at least.
How long have you been working on that? How long has your autograph looked that good?
I didn't start putting like the ASE inside the J until legit me and my girlfriend were like, I would literally just sign my name in cursive. Yeah, that's it. And I'm like, I need to do something a little cooler than that. So we sat down in a notebook for like 3 hours, just trying to make it look a little bit cooler. And it was actually like she's the one who like did it, but her J was a lot different than mine. So like I incorporated my own J, but it looked really good inside of it. So I just kind of went from there.
So this is like recently or
Yeah,
like
this
in
was
the
last season.
years?
Yeah, so I knew I got my Topps contract. I knew I needed to do something a little cooler. So let me see here.
So how long ago did they contact you about being in 2023 Bowman, or just signing with Topps in general?
So this is like the one thing I've only asked my agents for. Is a Topps deal. So actually, my first card was an Onyx, and my agent called and said that, and I was super excited. And then I had a day game in late August, and I had a missed call and a text from my agent to call me ASAP, have big news. And I was like, I immediately called him. And he's like, dude, like Topps offered you a deal. I'm gonna assume you want it. And I'm like, absolutely. Like, I don't even care. I don't even care what like the money is. I just need to sign it right now. Like I want it.
Yeah.
So I'll be in Bowman this year. I'll be in other products on the line. Like I know like Heritage Miners and maybe Pro Debut or something along those lines. Maybe Inception. And then an option to pick up my contract for next year too, depending on how this year goes. So
awesome.
I was so excited for that.
So we can pencil you in for a 2020 season to secure the baseball cards for next year?
Absolutely.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, so you got a pirate there. Let's see.
There's Henry Davis on the back here.
What's that?
So there's a Henry Davis on the back there.
Okay. Favorite MILB park to visit / play in? So visit, I've never been there, but I've seen pictures. The Charlotte Knights Stadium looks absolutely beautiful. And that's where I want to live when I'm older, is around Charlotte area. So that's probably what I would say. A park that I've actually been to, I thought Durham was really cool, and I loved Indianapolis. Playing wise, I loved playing at my home park in Lecom down in Florida. And I would say, I mean, I didn't get to play many series in Greensboro. I played like a month and a half, but Greensboro Park was really, really cool too, with like the buildings in the background. Jase, did you collect cards as a kid? I did. Every birthday I would ask for cards since I was around 5 years old until around 15. And then my dad said, it's time for you to start working to be on a card. So, yeah, it's such a surreal feeling. I'm so grateful and to be on one and to have my own. And honestly, part of the reason I really wanted one was at baseball games. Like I'd walk out with my buddies and they're both in Bowman, and guys would say, hey, Sammy, can you sign my card? And I just had to sit there and wait. And I'm like, man, I wish I had one so I could sign too. So that's a big part of the reason why I really wanted one.
I don't know if you saw there, Elijah Green auto. So you've been a good luck charm for us. I think we're definitely gonna have to have you back on.
You guys have pulled some good stuff. This is pretty awesome.
Seriously, Nationals are going to James Layfield on this one. Yeah, 5th overall pick from this past draft, 2022.
Yeah, actually, I saw him a lot last year. He was like 2 apartments down from me.
Wow, that's crazy. I suppose playing down in Florida, you get to see a lot of those guys since, since all the teams are down there.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. What was your favorite baseball movie growing up? I loved Fever Pitch. I was a Red Sox fan, so um, Jimmy Fallon in that is great. Um, Sandlot's good, and all those are really good.
I would not have put money on Fever Pitch as the answer
Yeah, me and my dad love it.
there. Is that your girlfriend's favorite baseball movie too?
I don't even know if she's ever seen that movie, honestly. So
What?
yeah, I know she loves Benchwarmers, so that's probably
Okay.
hers. Let me see. No question was specifically on it. That's true. Yeah, thank you very much. That's a nice comment. Um, what is your dream current pitcher you want to face? Oof. Currently, I would say DeGrom, just because I think he's probably has some of the best stuff in the game. And if I could get a hit off DeGrom, it'd be unreal. You got a redemption.
So I've got a good story on that one. Yeah, redemption was Dylan Beavers here for the Orioles, which is actually another pretty good one. So Orioles have a nice break. So one of my good friends is Brewer Hickland. He plays for the Royals.
Okay.
He made his debut last year, but spent most of the season in AAA. And DeGrom was rehabbing against their team, and took him out of the stadium. So
That'd be awesome.
definitely
Um,
not going to be one that he forgets.
yeah, I missed. He rehabbed in Low A 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and we were 3 days away. Like we were playing him 3 days later, so we were so close to being able to play him. Go to pregame meal. Um, it depends. Like they make different stuff every day. Like we don't have it as good as the big leaguers where we get to decide. So whatever's there is there. But if I had a favorite pregame meal, um, I love pita pit. So good. I had it growing up, and we catered it sometimes. And if not, I would say like if we don't have like anything going, I have like a peanut butter and jelly with a pickle or a bag of chips or something like that.
There's a pirate for you, Michael
Who is it?
Kennedy.
Oh, we literally just became friends like 2 days ago. Like he's driving me to a dinner with our advisor here next week.
That's awesome.
He's a good kid.
What position do you think you'll play mostly this year? I was looking a little bit. Looks like you play some infield, some outfield.
Yeah, so this year I'll be playing majority out center field,
Okay.
which I'm totally fine with. Other than like the run, it's great. Like I get kind of bored out there sometimes 'cause I like to talk. So, and then I was told I'll be playing a little bit of first base as well, which I absolutely love first base.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's literally a 2 foot run, and you just talk to the umpire and the first base coach the entire game. It makes the game go by really quick.
You get to toss balls to kids as you run in every inning.
Every time. Yeah, it's always the best part too.
I get another question on Facebook. How much Chipotle do minor leaguers eat each season?
A ton. It's almost three, 4 times a week if there's one close. In the season, like our pregame meal is Chipotle. Like I said, at least 3 times, and it's to get to a point where like in August you're like, I'll never eat Chipotle again. Like I'm done. But being in Australia, they don't have that. So I kind of came back and I hammered it a little bit. So it's good. It's good. I love it. Good calories. And it's pretty cheap too.
Do you pay extra for guac?
Queso.
Oh, queso, my man. Good answer.
Yeah, I'll get the one sec. Titus, did you send me a Destiny Majoria?
I did, yeah.
My buddy just texted me and I just got it. That's if I can show the screen.
You like that one?
Dude, that is so sick.
Figured it was just collecting dust in my basement, so might as well send it to somebody that collects Pedroia.
Literally, that's probably there you go. My favorite card in my collection right there. That is so sick. My buddy just said,
Look at that.
"Sheesh, this is effing gorgeous." Yeah, that's awesome. Well,
Well,
that's good timing there, huh?
so I'll trade you. I'll trade you for a card that you signed with Bible verse inscription. How about
Perfect. That's great.
that?
Do you eat more Taco Bell than Titus? Probably not. I will say though, Taco Bell in Australia was super, super good. It was a lot healthier.
So no Chipotle in Australia, but they do have Taco Bell.
They do have Taco Bell, yeah. They have
Oh,
a place called Mad Max, which is similar.
I'm going.
Yeah. Let's see. Go to the catcher. Oh, absolutely. The umpires usually are pretty cool dudes because we're all kind of young at where I'm at. So.
Did you guys have like automated strike zone or any of that?
Yep. In Lowell, we had it last year where first day of the series would be automatic, and then the rest of them would be challenge. So like it'd be human umpire where a pitch would come through and you think, man, that's a ball. I'd say I challenge that, and he would go to the automated zone, and if it was a ball, he'd overturn it. So there was times where it really helped me out, and there was times where it really screwed me. But it's a love-hate relationship with that.
So you think it's a good thing, and that they'll expand that, or do you not like it overall?
I do personally like challenge part because you kind of have a better like awareness of the zone, and it's like less chance of getting screwed. So I think that would kind of be a cool thing to do. Do you look for anything when you're throwing the ball into the stands? Yeah, I mean, always looking for people with, my team's jersey on or my team's shirt or colors or whatever. I love throwing at kids that look young and like maybe that's their first game or they're just big fans or whatever. Or if like there's like a group where like college guys or high schoolers are being extra loud for us or, it's always good to, feed into their energy and toss them one. What's the best car/truck you've owned, and what car do you hope to have someday? Yeah, it's a good question. I have had 3 cars. 2 of them died on me. So I had a 1999 Honda Accord that was like rusted out. So that one died. I had a Dodge Dart that was like brand new, and like the brake system failed or something. So I had to like get rid of that. And I currently drive a Ford Fusion. And it's paid off. So I'm gonna drive that thing until it dies. I'm not in a rush to get anything new. But
Smart
yeah,
man.
I just drove my buddy's Audi A4 today. Yeah, it's like a race car. And I'm like, man, this would be pretty cool to have. But I really want to have like a Tesla S model. I think those are cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep driving the same cars, there's more money for baseball cards.
Yeah, exactly. More things gotta do what you want to do. In my opinion, it's a car. All it needs is to get to A to B.
Exactly.
Pitch clock. I think it's good. I mean, once people start getting used to it, it will be not as big of a deal. I don't think. I had it all last year. Do you have any other sports growing up, and any advice to young kids now starting to get into travel ball? Oh yeah, growing up I played literally everything, from baseball to gymnastics, like literally everything. Football, baseball, basketball, soccer, gymnastics, all that kind of stuff. So it was fun. My parents just kind of threw me whatever, let me pick my own course, and kind of keep you versatile. In high school, I played football and baseball. My first year, I played basketball. I'm a big believer in playing multi-sports. I know in recruiting, a lot of coaches told me that because it helps you compete year-round and you don't really get burnt out. So that's really cool. And then advice getting to travel ball. You go ahead and say whose auto that is.
So Ivan Melendez here. His nickname is the Hispanic Titanic, so that made me think of once you finish answering Brad's question, maybe you can tell us if you have a nickname.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, that probably is one of the coolest pictures I've seen in a card. Like the flex,
Yeah,
that's
flexing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, advice for travel ball. Have fun, man. I mean, you're gonna be traveling all over the country, the state, or wherever. And literally, all I can say is enjoy it. That's something I wish I could have told myself is don't get so wrapped up in playing well and recruiting. Like, yeah, it's a plus, but it's some of the most like stress-free baseball you ever have. So enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I always tell people too. Is like, I don't really remember a lot of winning and losing, like traveling around and playing a lot of baseball. But I remember all the hotels that I stayed in with my teammates and all the memories we had doing even like non-baseball stuff.
Yeah,
And like that's what
very well
stuck with
said.
me. So
Very well said. I'm the same exact way. I mean, it's all about the bonds and memories you make. And I'm firm on that. Do you
nice
think
little
the
auto
pitch?
here, Chase Delatter.
Oh, nice. Do you
Let's
think
see.
the pitch clock gives an advantage to base runners? Yeah. I mean, especially at second base. When I'm on second base and I see the pitch clock going down, and like if he's picked off so many times, like I know that he's gonna have to pitch the ball. So that's what I can basically go. So it gives you like a really good jump and stuff. But the bigger bases definitely help too because it kind of shortens the distance. But it also could hurt a runner because if he thinks like he can get a good jump off the pitch clock, he could lift the leg and throw it behind. So it kind of goes both ways. And nickname for me, my whole life, I was always called J-Bo. And I put that in some of my cards too. So those are out there as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Our boss here, that's all he collects is nickname baseballs. So he's got some really obscure baseballs signed by players with their nickname inscription underneath it. So
Really?
they're really cool.
Yeah, I made sure to put a couple of those, and I signed a couple with my full name, like my middle name's Callaway, so I put Jase
Oh,
Callaway
that's
Bowen
sick.
on some. Like some people can chase those.
I might need one of those. I might need to find one of the Callaway autos. Uh,
Yeah, I think
so
I
I
inscribed some of those with Bible verses too, so that'd be good for you.
yeah, that's awesome. Couple to chase.
Yeah, exactly. New Benny Montgomery. I've seen what Benny's done. And there was a guy that I was talking to on Facebook, and he said that Topps just didn't really like all the drawing and stuff because I didn't know if like it affected the card or something. But I made sure to like okay it with my agent that I could put some stuff on there, and Topps they loved like having simple inscriptions because it gives like collectors
Yeah.
something extra to look after and after. So it was really cool.
Yeah, they definitely like when people do inscriptions. I think it's all speculation that Topps like pulled some of Benny's cards. I don't know if that's ever been like actually confirmed, but just nobody's ever pulled them. So
Yeah,
either they're
that's
still in
fair.
packs somewhere or they pulled them. But,
Yeah, I think it's my biggest fear with my rainbow is like I know a lot of people like, which I don't know how they do it, but they hold wax and stuff. So I hope my cards are actually pulled. That's my biggest hope.
Yep. Get those eBay save searches going, because you never
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Like so much of it gets ripped that first week of release, and then if stuff doesn't come out, like it just might never come out. Like
Yep.
you pull cards like this, and they've been in the boxes for years,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
chilling. Or like if somebody was doing the Logan Davidson Rainbow. I mean, they've been waiting since 2019 for me to pull this card, and then for it to pop up on eBay. All right, on to Sapphire here for our last box. So I'll be pulling out basically all the first Bowmans and top loading all the first rounders like Jase. Pull those out. So yeah, if you have any more questions, get those in. Getting towards the end of the break here. There's Zach Neto. Termar Johnson, little pirate. you gotten to play with Tamar at all or meet him?
Yeah, I've met him a couple times. I haven't played with him yet. He's just kind of down in spring training, so that's good. What are you excited about for the year? Just competing, man. This is my Rule 5 draft year, so I'm really hoping to have a really big year and get on a 40-man roster. So that's, it's out of my control, so I'm not going to really worry about it too much. But, that's a nice one. Who's that one?
Thomas Harrington, first rounder from this last year, 43 out of 50.
He is a great
Green
dude.
Sapphire.
Thomas is awesome. So yeah, I'm excited just to compete. Did you have any stickers so far? Yeah, I signed 2,000 stickers for future Topps products. So I'm not sure when those will come out or what they're going to be yet, but that's a cool looking card there.
Do you have any teammates that collect?
Yeah, Jacob Gonzalez does a little bit. There are some guys that that probably do or like trying to, but like they're kind of afraid to say it because like it's like kind of like considered nerdy to some guys, but like, I could care less, like personally.
Make it cool again.
Yeah, exactly. Like everybody has their own hobbies and stuff, so I would never judge anybody about that. But there's definitely some guys who think like, oh man, like what are you doing? But I'd have to ask around. I know there's definitely some. I know some guys used to do it just to flip, like when the market was really hot.
Oh yeah.
But our clubhouse managers do, and we sit in there and talk all day about different stuff. So there's a bunch of cards back in the back that we go through. Did you have an idea who's going to draft you ahead of time? Go ahead, I'll answer this afterwards.
Did you get to keep any of your 2023 Bowman cards? Like, was there any that were designated for you, or are they all going into the product?
Yeah, I kept like 3 base cards. And I gave for my parents and me for my rainbow. And I kept, there was like an extra pile for like the retail black and white Ray Wave or something. So I got to keep one of those.
Oh, yeah.
But everything else, like number wise, they want it back. And rightfully so, like, those are going to go out. But there was a player, there's like a player's, I forgot what it's called. It's not a 15, it's like player's personal or something. And I sign those in, they pay me for them, they send them back to me.
Oh, interesting. So, cool.
I'm going to answer a couple of these core questions, and I don't want to take up too much of your time.
No,
Do you have an idea who was going to draft you ahead of time? Yeah, I didn't have any idea. The draft is like a blank page. Like, you have literally no clue. I got some calls in the 3rd round, and it wasn't what I wanted to sign for. So I ended up getting more in the 11th. And the day of the 3rd day, I got a call from the Blue Jays, actually. And they said they're going to draft me with the next pick, with the first pick of the 3rd day. And I was like, cool. Like, I was ready for it. I had my phone up to the TV, and it was somebody else. And I was like, oh, my God, what just happened? So my agent called me and said, hey, dude, like, they want to take you to the next pick. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's whatever. And then the Pirates called me and offered me more money that same round. And I was like, yes, like, I'll take it. And my TV went out, so I didn't get to see the pick. And my agent called me.
Oh, no.
Hey, dude, congrats. You just got drafted. Like, he's going crazy. I was like, by who? By who? And it was a Pirate. So it was really, really cool.
That's awesome.
That's a great idea with the Halloween with candy. It's the coolest spring to watch. Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. This was a great time. I know I love talking this kind of stuff, and I'm always so gracious for the collectors and the fans that support us so well. So if you ever see me in a stadium, just say hi, and I'll be sure to sign whatever you got.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and start doing a little recap here, and then
Perfect.
I'll sign off and let Jase give a last little word. Jase, I don't know if I told you this. I did post in our group before we went live here that I was going to give $100 break credit to whoever asked the best question. So you'll have to think while I'm recapping here what you thought was the best question or what was your favorite question, and we're going to give that person some break credit.
Perfect. Yeah, let me go ahead and look through these real quick.
All right, we got Invictus here, Max Muncy, Jackson Churio, Oscar Colas, Luis Rodriguez. Got some unnumbered parallels. Sparkle Mott's Refractor, Jet Williams. Let's upload that one. Elijah Green, Delata Refractor, Tamar Johnson, Jackson Holiday Base, Neto Refractor, Delata Refractor again. Verdugo Sky Blue, CES. Former Twin, unfortunately, Refractor. Brady House first, Jack Blomgren. Sky Blue DL Hollers, Garrett Mitchell Refractor. He's been in Series 1 this year with just autos, and then I think he'll have his first base card in Series 2 this year. Hernandez Sky Blue, Cody Hose Refractor, Will Wilson Sky Blue, Michael Bush, he's from Minnesota, Refractor. Liberatoria Refractor, India, Trevor Larnick, and Brennan Davis. Some of these top.
Yeah. So there's one person that asked some really good questions. He asked probably two of my favorites. His name's B.J. Miller. He asked me, do you look for anything when throwing the ball into the stands? I think that's a good question because it's not a question I've heard before. And then he also asked, will you be going after your own cards? And I thought that was a good place for me to tell everybody I'm going for the rainbow. So I think
all right,
BJ asked some good questions.
Hey, congrats, buddy. $100 break credit. I'll get that added as soon as we're done here for you. Here's some Sapphire first bones. We got Sims, Pastiola, Herpy, Pintar, Palmquist, Cox, Mizrowski, Dylan Ray, Pete Hansen, Bryce Hubbard, Skull Phillips, Nick Biddison, Mason Barnett, Gabriel Rincones. Some other numbered cards. We got to Jesus out of 150, Hendrick to 499, Arias to 250. Morabel to 250, Mayo to 150, Tavar to 150, Canning to 402. On to some of that top-loaded stuff. We got Cole Phillips to 499, Ian Muller to 499, Tyler Frank to 499, Schultz to 250, Tyler Brown to 499, Triolo to 250, Levi Kelly at a 402, Tim Cate to 150, Kyle Isbell to 250, Lamar King Jr. at a 250, Jace Young Sapphire, Munoz Yellow Sapphire to 99, Tamar Johnson Sapphire, J-Rod with the Refractor from 19 drafts, Benny Montgomery, the first Bowman Mojo, Hajar at a 99 for the Twins, Emerson Hancock at a 250 Mariners, Corey Lee Sky Blue Astros, Cassis out of 50 for the Red Sox, Fletcher to 50 D-backs, Bush at a 499 Dodgers, and Rober at a 99 White Sox. And a lot of first rounders coming out in this one. We got Noah Schultz at a 499. He was the 26th overall pick this year for the White Sox. Pattison out of 250 Royals. Caden Wallace at a 150 Royals. Jared Poland Marlins. Ziegler Mets. Eric Orzi for the Mets. Logan Driscoll for the Padres. That will take us to the showcase. Somebody asked on Facebook what your favorite baseball movie is. He guessed The Sandlot. He actually did answer that one as Fever Pitch. So I think it's the first time that I've heard that, but I respect it. I respect it. Onto the showcase here. We got Diamondbacks going to Troy Lavallee. Ivan Melendez, the Hispanic Titanic with a base auto. Second rounder from this year, but sells really well. And then also had a Sapphire base of his. Paven Smith Orange out of 25 from 18 draft. I got Elijah Green base auto from this year's Bowman drafts. Going to the Nationals and James Layfield. Ricky Tiedemann out of 499 refractor auto, Blue Jays to DK Schneider. Seriously, if you got any Tiedemann stashed away, pull them out. His stuff sells for a fortune after a huge season last year. And then Pirates on the left side here, going to Macy Rob McFerrin, Braxton Ashcraft, the black refractor auto, 15 of 75. I mean, you can tell me, but this personally is my favorite Bowman parallel, or at least in drafts. The black refractors are so sick and pairs nicely with that Pirates uniform. So
you say I don't have a black in the Bowman.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I was looking for it, but there was none.
Yeah. And then Michael Kennedy out of 99 and Thomas Harrington to 50 in the green Sapphire. But yeah, for Bowman draft, the Pirates black parallels are definitely the ones to chase, in my opinion. Angels going to Bangers Are Us. Will Wilson out of 71 with the Speckle Refractor auto. Neto, the Sapphire. Jase DeLauder, first Bowman auto. Another first rounder from this year's draft. 16th overall pick, Guardians, to represent DC. Trevor Larnach, go Twins. Probably going to start off in AAA, but I'm excited to watch him this year. Crowded outfield in Minnesota, but Twins are going to Nick Miranda here. Nice hits. Let's go over to the right side. Red Sox with the Nick York refractor out of $4.99. 17th overall pick in that 2020 draft. Red Sox are going to Tony Falzarano. Orioles kind of went back and forth in that mitts. Nice break for him. Going to Mike is my spirit animal. We got Adley Rutschman, class of 2019, auto at $250. And then the two redemptions. The Grayson is expired, but you never know on it. Might get a replacement, or it might still have it. And then also have Dylan Beavers, class of 2022, redemption autograph from 2022 drafts. In the midst, two awesome cards for the A's and Carl Millam. Logan Davidson printing plates from 2019 Bowman draft. Carl, I'll get that $100 break credit added to your account. And then this monster, Tyler Soderstrom, orange refractor out of 7/25. It's the 26th overall pick in that 2020 draft. That is a huge card. So congratulations on that. So, Jase, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this one. You want to give final thoughts here before we sign off?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me. As I'm getting back into this hobby, I want to stay in touch with as many people as I can. And if you ever want to conversate with me and get in connection, I'm always, checking my social media DMs, and it's a good place to reach out. So thanks everybody for the kind words, and I'll definitely be back on when Bowman releases.
Yeah, definitely.
My socials. Yeah, my socials are. I'm on Facebook. It's just my name. Instagram is Jase_Bowen32, and Twitter is the same.
Perfect. So we'll be sure to keep an eye out as 2023 Bowman comes out to help you chase that rainbow. Hopefully we can pull a couple of the low numbered ones. We'll see, but
that'd be awesome.
Might have to offer some sort of bounty if we can pull a super red of yours. So
yeah, absolutely. I'll be coming out with details, so look for them.
Cool. All right, well, that does it here for our first break of the night. Thank you all for hanging out. I will see you here at 8:30 for some Topps Chrome Sonic Lights. Let's check in quick. Looks like we're all full on that one. We've got about 14 teams left in Elite Extra Edition Picker Team. About halfway full on the $99 Topps Chrome Mixer with Ben Baller. And then just 3 teams left in that EPL soccer break. So should be a good rest of the night. But thank you once again, Jase. Go follow him on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we'll definitely have him on again. Thanks, everyone.